It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Buffalo Bills. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
As I remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Now Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Gino on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back to throw, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gino now to throw. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Got him in. It's Brown. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
After the interception, here's Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Geno. He's got it. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Allen going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now Geno. This is Fant on the short completion. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A big part of the middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen now looks to throw.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Tyrell Dotson there on the tackle. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is going to have a this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Allen's throw is complete, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, they'll roll him out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw.
Touchdown! Khalil Shakir from a yard out, and the Bills get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Allen will try to throw for it. Forced out to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Smith now to throw.
Returning right back to Lockett.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Trying to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
From the gun, here's Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Smith. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. In their locker room, they've got
got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 30 yards. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And again, it's Allen.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for two. A final shot before half for Allen.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
So two successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coach. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime and we are ready for the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Setting up the screen for Cook. Now inside the 25.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first and... One-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Cook.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They try again with Cook. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
James Cook. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down at 7.
Throwing is Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Seahawks.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. To throw is Smith. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Now Allen.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably getting...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Reggie Gilliam, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective, and that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This two shall pass, this two shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Geno now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seattle.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now Geno. That completes it again to Metcalf. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Throwing again is Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Throwing now is Geno. He'll get it inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Smith. He completes this to Walker. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, time was certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Again, it's Cook. And blocked down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On second down, Cook. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. So Allen's going to look to throw. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Curtis Samuel.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.